All right, good morning, everybody. So I just came out here to just look at the garden. So it is April 20th, April 19th. I don't know. It's 2020. It's April, so nobody knows what day it is. My husband just went to the grocery store, and it's just such a strange time. And I try not to worry, and try to be careful and, be extra cautious, but also try not to worry. So this is how I do this. I come out here and I try to just look and walk and not work, because I have a tendency to just have tunnel vision for like, get this weed and put more mulch down, and I forget to see and really observe. And I'll see imperfections, and I really just need to just stop for a minute. So I'm going to take you with me and just show you some of it and share with you how it makes me feel. And I'm also going to share how to identify some smaller seedlings for new gardeners for my friends. It's like the second stage of the microgreens. So I think that's kale, broccoli. So these aren't meant to grow to full size, but I think this kale will if I let it. This one looks like another kind of like a mustard. There's a broccoli. So I just think it's so interesting to let these mustard greens go. Let these microgreens go. Let's go look at a full-grown one. So this is where I took some of the mulch from. I opened this up. I'm going to plant something here. Here is a cucumber. Okay, let's look at this. And my battery's running low too, so try to get this in. Here's a cucumber. You can see it's starting to make that telltale leaf, but when it starts, it's just that. All plants are going to start out with a certain kind of beginner leaves, and then it gets a true leaf. So you can tell a little better when it gets the true leaf. Here's another cucumber. It's going to be fine. Something's eating on it. I put the Malabar spinach over there. It's tiny. It's going to take off. Spacing. There's nothing coming up here. That's fine. I put another Malabar spinach here. So I'm learning what this one looks like, because this one looks different than a regular spinach, because regular spinach comes up looking like grass. Like, I don't have an actual spinach to show you, but it looks almost like that. So this doesn't look like spinach, and it's got the red stem. It's red Malabar spinach, so really excited about that. And this is a weed. So here's a good example here. Not a lot. Oh yeah, I put the Malabar spinach in here. But so far, as far as cucumbers, nothing's come up. So I can weed out here a little bit. But you want to just be really careful, because if you don't know, you might pull out your seedling. These are borrowed leaves. Borrowed soil from the garden. So I'm getting a lot of wherever I got this from, trying to grow back. Weeds from wherever I got this from. This is a mimosa. Trying to start. Those things are unstoppable. Alright, just documenting. These are the yellow onions that I put in last fall, and I'm going to thin them out, move them somewhere sunnier, so they can do well, and kind of trim them up. And then this is just my mint. It's ending up being a pretty good spot for mint. It's over by the trash cans. It'll help it smell better. And then I threw a tomato in here that was in a pot and needed a new spot. It's looking great. I had a tomato do really well here last year. And then there's another tomato there. They're kind of all just sharing. So, yeah. So the storm that we had hit this collard green pretty hard. We got really lucky. Our friends just about 40 minutes from here, Gemini Homestead, they got really, really bad hail and a lot of damage to their property. So just keep them in your thoughts. And I know they're going to rebuild. They're really awesome folks. All we got was some plants knocked over. So I decided to just hang this up so that, you know, the seeds are almost ready and they'll dry out this way. Also have some goji berries going. Never grown goji berries. And yeah, just taking a look. It's actually a week later. You can hear my dogs munching on their breakfast. These are the microgreens. I've been harvesting and putting them in smoothies and salads. Just chopping a leaf here and there. Spinach is not so great, but not bad. Lettuce is still a little... These are the onions that I took out, and I'm hoping to stick them somewhere else. Tomatoes in the pots are doing good. Some are doing better than others. It's still really peaceful. So like I said, it's a week later. My husband went back to the store for us today, which is really awesome. Anyway, just 1 week's difference in this tomato is awesome. I also want to show you 1 week on this cucumber over here. This is a volunteer tomato. I think it's going to be one of those yellow grape tomatoes, which gets huge. I'll show you. I'll put the video in here so you can see. But look at this cucumber that we looked at just a week ago. It's got its true leaf and lots of room to climb. I did throw in some more cucumbers because remember I said that one will be just fine over here. Oh, well, it's gone. So no big deal. Just throw some more in, right? And just a little sneak preview of the potato experiment. Look at this. There's a lot of loss through here. 1, 2, 3 plants that just died out, couldn't handle. Now these are the, you know, seed potatoes that are made to plant, and they're doing much better. So I'm proving myself wrong. It's okay. I wanted it to be better to just plant the ones we had at home, but, you know, nature will always tell you things are growing around here. I've got some work to do out here today, but I'm happy about that. These squash are getting really big. And I wanted to show you a couple more seedlings because I promised I would. Here's a squash that I moved. It's showing a little damage because I dug it up and moved it, but I put it right through this cardboard. I just dug a hole in my cardboard so there won't be any weeds around this, but I hope it does okay after the transplant. The corn's looking kind of rough. I need to come through here and mulch. And yeah, got some little cucumber here. Not cucumber, Danny, watermelon. Green beans are doing great. I did come through here and throw down cardboard, throw mulch on top so that the weeds stay back. But you can see that these are getting ready to put out beans. And bush beans are awesome because if they're close enough to each other, when they get big, they bush and they grab onto each other kind of, and it's amazing. I put some more potatoes in here. And yeah, kale's doing well even though it's been really warm. I opened up another spot here. I'm going to plant here. I took out some of the Brussels that weren't doing it. Make some space for some fresh stuff, but I left the cilantro here. And I left the Brussels sprouts because they look like they might actually give me Brussels sprouts. Check it out. Tiny little Brussels sprouts. Come on. So speaking of small seeds, this is a marigold. So it kind of looks like a weed if you don't know what it looks like. So if you're going from seed, that's a marigold. And I've come through and spread them out. So I have one here. I have one here. Because they are going to get huge. And I'll pop in a clip of how huge they get. So you want to spread them out. But also, you know, you want to watch for them because look at all these other things. Oh wow, so the black beans, just one little pot of black beans right here around this. Look how much they've grown. Beans are so exciting to grow because they grow really fast. This is the slug trap from last night. Looky there, snails and slugs. So I did put beer in that last night, so caught a few. These strawberries are slowing down a little bit. They'll come back. They just put out a round and they'll put out another round. This is the best looking pea plant of all of them. And I've just been snacking on the peas in the garden. So that's pretty much it. The hubby will be home soon with the groceries. Yep, he just pulled up. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you for watching my videos. You're appreciated. Happy gardening.